All right, we sketched up on here where our lines are. Last time I tried this, I failed miserably, but I'm hopeful. I bought this stuff called Mark Stay, smeared it on and let it sit for 15 minutes or so. So we will see if this works the way it's supposed to, or if it's gonna fail and I'm gonna have to go back to a slower method. So we'll see. All right, we need safety glasses. Check. And yeah, I think I'll do the same thing I did as the drawing. I'll try doing the outside first so that I get the body and it's more manageable, smaller size. Let's get this going. It's gonna be really wet, so I put on these gloves. I just decided to embrace what it is. Sorry, it's too big. Well, I had to stop with this. All right. Looks like we're going to have to cut this into smaller pieces first. This whole glass is a little too large for my cutter over there, which is perfectly fine. So we're going to use my new glass cutter for the first time. Look at you. Move this around so that we can go this way, and then we'll go this way, and then we should be able to cut through a lot of the rest of this. Get here, pull it towards us. Boom, 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 boom. Use this thing. We'll start to run it. There we go. One piece. The second piece. Couple chunks. Now are much more manageable. Here. See if I can get you all right where I had you. Pretty close. I can't wait till I get another camera so I can just switch back and forth, but for now, working with what we got. Alright, hit this up. 12 feet. We got plenty of water on there. Come on, let's stick. And it is not staying at all. Maybe I used it wrong. Couldn't see the line very well. Decided to back it off and start on the other side. Found a couple barriers here. Need to keep the limit here. Oh, see, fuck. Okay. Well, it helped kind of. So I've got the body of the guitar. Some of these lines held, so I'm going to try to run through and do what I can. As far as it goes, oh no! As far as it'll allow me, I'm going to do this in a circle. But hopefully that doesn't happen again. Go top a little corner.
Put pressure on it. And thought once you go straight forward, just doing these curves to go with it. And let you, but you gotta go backwards and forwards a little bit. More or less dragging away an area so you can keep it going straight. You don't want to put pressure on the side. And pretty excited to get this thing started. How cool is that? Can you imagine even trying to make a cut like that? Okay. Go this way. Same thing, you just get inside a little bit and slowly go forward and backwards to get it twist. Can't see where it's going to be. And I'm stuck.
Turn it off so we can back it through here. You wouldn't want it on for this. It would cause some serious problems. I'm gonna have to readjust that hose so that it goes up higher. So I don't want to cut the hose either. Come on, little guy. I think that sucks. Yep, that sucks. Damn it. Oh, coming out.
Okay. I think that's what I'm going to get without stopping.
So that didn't work out exactly how I'd hoped. Could have been worse. The stuff works pretty good, but I just had it too complex. I also overtrusted myself and snapped off a little piece. That's unfortunate. Let's see. I guess we just go back to relining it up. We'll dry these off as we switch them over. Let's use you. So I eventually lost all of my marks. This stuff worked far better than anything else I've used, though. There's just so much water. May be able to do some of this by hand. A lot of these are just straight shots. some of them will need a helping hand. You can definitely tell I'm still learning. I didn't run it smooth, I kind of chopped it, so I'm gonna have to grind it out. It's unfortunate. Alright, back to work. Let's see, after we get dried off, what we've done. Those go there. Might just roll with this piece and see what I can do. Wasn't up here, was it? Oh, I actually cut this one off. This was up here. So we got at least one piece. This was the one that broke off down here on the pickup. Boom, 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 boom. You go like this. I think I can still use it. Okay. The circle looks really weird with the pickguard part cut out. Try this off and give it another shot. Let's see. Go back in the sauce. See how 14 turned out. Pretty much exact. That's good. 14. $13. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if a grease pencil wouldn't do the job, because that wax is just wax, right? Like, that's a bad mark. Not exactly that big of a deal. Why do I want to use that when I've got the straight edge right here? Yeah, notched out right here. You know, things happen. 10's gonna be, this is, I gotta get it cut out, but then I'm gonna have to re-wax it to go through this. Because this cut is not an easy cut at all. I'd much rather use the bandsaw again, just on this, than to try to break that out by hand. I'd mess it up. But the bandsaw was a success compared to what it's been previously, if you can believe that. So I'm just going through and relabeling these, the body parts, making sure everything lines up. It's better than I thought it was gonna be, so either says what I think about myself or my skills thus far. Who says thus? Don't like this line. That's better. 4 and 3. Okay, so we got this relabeled. Drop it a step. I should be able to hand cut all of these except for 10 down here that I'm gonna have to do on the bandsaw. Speaking of that, I should group this, huh? Get some of those marks stay on it and let it sit while I'm working on the other stuff. That way it'll hopefully dry enough that I can use it to follow instead of it just coming up. Alright. Well, we got a bunch of straight lines to cut. I did the hard stuff on that. Oh, let's start over here. 13 looks like where I want to start. I'm using an excessive amount of cutting oil. I just have a little dish over here that I keep this in, like that, so that I can grab it when I need it. And there's plenty of oil. 13. Just wipe the outside of the head. Thirteen. 3. 12 if the people haven't gone off of it. We've got our 10, which needs to dry. And let's go backwards on this one. So we'll go 3 to 4. Follow our line. Kind of. This head has more wall on it than I wanted. Alright, that wasn't perfect, but it was there. 6. So from the outside. Alright. See how this works. Get you guys the somewhat view. There. Do the same thing. Kick this on high. run it in, run it around. All right. Little pick guard section cut out. It's nasty. Dude, this thing is just like, I didn't realize this was going to be so much water all over the place when I got this, but it's definitely doing cuts I can't do. So it does have a purpose. All right, let's get you guys back over here. I said sorry about this. The camera angle leaves a little to be desired. All right, hopefully I won't have to move that again today. Oh. Okay. Got 14, 13. Seven, 10, 10. Name this one like 10.5 or something. All right. Well, we now have this pulled apart and put back together. I'm gonna have to clean up these edges and we'll move forward. I want to cut the remainders to see how they flow, because I definitely need to take some edges off of this, but I don't want to until I've got a reasonable guess on how the rest of this innards are going to work. Okay. I'm actually like paralyzed at the moment. Well, shoot. I think I decided to go with the pick guard as being that orange. I think I'm gonna go with that. Just work our way in slowly but surely. Most of these lines are pretty on, and if I need another piece I will, but stuck between using this as the pick guard or the inner circle. Outer circle, I guess would be a better phrase. I mean, pick guards are supposed to be pretty cool. Now let's just imagine neck's going to be ivory, which I'm hoping to do today. The pickup's going to be ivory. With that, maybe it works better to make this the outer circle. I think it will. All right, well, let's get that figured out then. I really like this. This is really pretty. Probably doesn't show up quite as much, but it'll give a nice boundary between that and this. So yeah, that makes sense to me. Let's go. Yeah, this piece is textured, but not extremely textured like some things are. Yeah, wanted to stay away from that after my experience last time. It was not a lot of fun. This is another piece that's gonna need to be done with the bandsaw. So I'm going to draw it out, and mark it, use that mark stay, let it dry for a little bit so that I can actually see the lines. And I'm going to cut this piece out from the other ones just to make it more manageable. Got it. I'm just going over it to thicken up these lines so I can see them better. The lighting over there is not great. I need to do something about that. In fact, I know just the tool for it, so we will line this up over this. Looks good. Let's get this popped out real quick, and then we'll mark say it. Ooh, you ran the way I didn't want you to. You're running right though. See it pulsing on there, but a little bit wider. Rescoring is never what you want to do. Make that. I'll let it go with it. That was lucky. That little piece that started to run over here that I saw came in right to where the mark is and ran back out. So it's a usable piece. Put some mark stay on there. and let it sit for a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, a little bit more. Was curious when I was doing it the first time if I used too much or not enough, but we'll find out as we use more of this. All right, set that over there. Let's go with the inner piece. I don't think I showed this before, but I got this nice black. Which side do I want to use? Because it's got some little bubbles on it. This side's got some nice little smears on it. I like the smears. But we'll go this way. Okay, since this is black, and I don't have anything else. See if the red marker won't go up. Nope. What do we have that will help with black? Did have a white marker around here. Let's see. Sorry about that. I have no clue what to do here. That red showed up just a little bit, but not much more than this does. Well, apparently I leave much to be desired on marking up black, because I have not come across a use for black before today. Okay, I can see a outline on there. We'll see how it goes once it gets under the bandsaw. I might be doing a couple of these pieces. All right, although I love you, you're in the way. Letting the weight of the glass put pressure on it. Just like that. Good pop. There we go. poured it twice. Also not a good thing. But it did exactly what I wanted. Piece of black might come in handy. Let's do the same thing with this. Give it some of this. It's a really hard cut. Circles are one of those things. Okay. Let's go with our 10 pieces. All those dry. Or ivory pieces, I've been calling them. I did check to see if all these were the same thickness. Thank goodness. They were. I think I'm gonna do the neck all in one. I like the idea of having it be one solid piece. Since it's the biggest piece, I figure I should do it first. But if there's issues, I can adjust for that. I should have no problem creating the line underneath these, but I wanted to keep them on this so that I would have something for perspective when sorry, relining up when I go to foil it or put the spots on it. So I liked where they lined up, and I calculated it off the bottom when I created this so that they would line up. You get a song just stuck in your head and it never goes away. Okay, so here's our neck. And get some of these smaller ones in here. This would be first side body. One of those pieces that are like so thin. I'm kind of concerned about it because I like thick solder lines apparently. But I'm hoping with what I've learned over the last month, I'll get better at it. They're going to be 90-degree ground instead of the silly 45 I started doing. feel like I should just break that out first before I get too into this. So we got our body. Over here, more working area. And these two circles that are drying with the wax on them. And then we're going to cut this out. Let's use this and just do a full single run. Break it loose. I'm going to hit the outside of this. Always forget to measure in the length of the head, which is its own creation. That's about right where I want to be. Now we got a snap. Started to run. Your other side. There we go. A little bit more. Now I'm remembering. People saying to push instead of pull it, which is the opposite that I've always done. That way you can see exactly where it's running. Seems to be good advice. I think they call these nippers. They nip right along the line you score. Now I'm gonna have to grind this flat, but those helped. Run it forward. Wasn't a great score, but work with what you got. I'd rather do this than rescore it. Although it's not grabbing the way I want it to. So when you pull it, you don't pull it or pull it, you pull it down at like a 45 degree to use the edge that was there. I'm just saying words, I have no clue what I'm doing. Well, I'm hopeful I can run this one because it's long. There we go. You got more or less the neck. We'll need to grind out a little bit. Now I'm cutting the pick guard. I think the next guitar I do, which is not going to be my next project, is going to be an electric, unless I just really need to learn from this and move on. But I don't think I'm going to put a pick guard on it. I think I'm going to model it after the Gibson I have. Okay. A little more oil. Touch the outside of the head, because we really just need the cutting surface to be this is the way I've always done it, where you pull back, because you can put your weight into it, get a deeper score rather. But it makes sense with these super intricate little cuts and stuff, that seeing where you're actually going makes a lot of sense. Got cutting oil on everything. Matt's freaking out though. Okay, so we're gonna go double cuts on there, because we don't want to go too crazy. Side. That's a pretty good one. Have to grind that. That's alright. I thought I'd already cut this. Didn't want to make a second score mark. But it sure wasn't acting like I had. See some nippers. Grab right behind, down at a 45. Right behind. Come on. Okay. Piece 5 goes this way. What do we got left? 8 and 12 after 9 that I'm clearly avoiding. Well, doesn't that work out nice? So our 8 piece is, well, heck, slightly wider. But we do have this. Not a great spot for it. About right there. And unless I manage to actually perfectly do both sides, which I doubt, I may have to do this piece again with a new size that fits whatever that turns out to be when I'm done with it. But we're gonna trust maybe I did it. It's the only way I'm gonna get better at this. Just lining up this cutting head so that it'll score right where I want it to. Alright, long runs. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, a little too hard. Try to go back a little bit to get it off the edge, or get the edge rather. And I ended up going a little further than I meant to. Get a little off the edge. Come on, man. Close enough. Grindable. Pretty close. Try to reuse as much of this as I can. Also, if it breaks or has issues, it's was salvaged. So small. This is definitely the smallest piece on this whole thing. No, let's see what we can do. A little bit of oil. Cutting oil is our friend. Wipe just the sides, I'm not wiping the tip. There's just a lot of oil the first time that got all over everything. But I also want to keep it good and lubricated to allow for better brakes. Felt so small that let go, it may have cut me. Because these are sharp edges. Again, I need to get a good pair of just grabbers. Because this has a bevel on it, a rounded part. It's putting more pressure on it than I really want to. Whoa, slippery. It's bound to happen. Well, let's sell the piece. Let's do another salvage piece. This time I'll just plan to save on that. Too large. Too large. Dang. There we go. So we'll flip it around and realign it. It's so small. But even if it ends up being mostly covered by solder, I think it's going to give that same 3D effect of an actual perspective. Man, must need to switch over to other gloves. Starting to get glass shards up here. That was a mistake. I pushed too hard and broke it. It was not me looking cool. Alright, this piece will go up here to dry with the other wax ones. Clean off the finger. And now just the dreaded 9 that I've been avoiding for the last several pieces. I'm going to avoid it a little bit longer by cleaning up these glass shards. So I've had them hit the back of my finger a few times. does not feel great. Alright, now that I have done everything I possibly could to avoid this, let's do this. Start from here. Wait till the glass start to run. Good. Wait till the glass. There we go. Yeah, the preferred would be to be able to run it all in one. I stopped right there. I'll get better at it. There's that. Glass shards. Probably using nippers because this is so fine, but we'll see. Most likely get a chance to do this again. And then, like I said, I'm trying to trust my lines that I had originally drawn. Stick on template because otherwise you end up having to make custom pieces to fit in, which I've tried before, but ends up being a lot more work than I realized it was going to be. Such. All right. My second chance. All right. Grab this again. The dreaded number 9. I don't know why I'm so against this piece. I find it easier to mark these over my hands instead of around. So it's worth the extra effort to reline them up. Okay. Can more or less see where I'm going. I think I'm gonna leave this. We'll see. It's a very peculiar line I just drew. Start to run. Start to run. Why did I know this piece was going to get me? Maybe it just got in my own head. Either way. It is a necessary evil. Third time's a charm. Yeah, I did that to myself, didn't I? I should have gone with a wider angle on that cut. Doubled back trying to save a little bit of glass, and instead I lost all this. Alright, number 9. You and me, man. Start way out here. And we'll run like that. That should be no problem. Start it on this side. Boom. Okay. Fingers crossed. Dude, this number 9 cheats me. Let's go. Inside curves are easier. We're still gonna have this. I got enough piled over there. I may make a piece just called the dreaded number 9. That side started. This side's going. Okay, we got our inside line. Peace, dude. Okay. Maybe it's the 4th time's a charm. Never really been that charming, so. Just cut the basics and then we'll bandsaw this thing. The ends are so fine that I keep breaking them off. I was trying to be conservative on that last one because I wanted to not break it, which I clearly did. Now, a younger me would have absolutely lost my mind there, because this has been such an ongoing thing. But I'm learning. Slowly getting better. And getting upset is not going to fix it. But being a persistent person, like I am, means that this will eventually work. Alright. Last time. We're just going to get it close and we're going to bandsaw it. Oh my goodness, I almost used the entirety of that sheet doing this. Why do I care? I'm just going to bandsaw it. Leave it be. Okay. Well, this one's going to get smudged with wax so that I can follow the lines. And I don't think I have any more of this glass either, so this is wasted a lot. A lot. Okay, we'll let this one dry. Yeah, I'll just move the camera. Okay. So let's start with this. Get these paper out of the way so they won't get wet. We put our cap on. Let's go with this. Piece 15, that outer ring. Make sure the water's going. Full blast. The outside first. Seems legit.
Everyone's got a circle.
All right. We have our outer ring. A couple cool pieces. This looks pretty cool. Almost like a little skull. All right. Inner ring. This is gonna be such a pain. I wish I had a silver marker. I have to buy one. Since I can't see this at all, I think I'm gonna have to grind it, cut it close and grind it. I've got more black, so, but I can't see it, so I'm not gonna do it. But I'll do this one, and that number 9. Oh, curse you, number 9. So I need some grinding on this. I accidentally took it in a little bit right there, so I'm gonna have to grind it out. Maybe I'll have to make another one, but let's try to use this one. It is a outside edge. And now, the dreaded number 9. Seriously, peace. All right. Start on this edge. Lead ahead. All in the back. It doesn't have on it like a what you would think of for like a wood bandsaw. It's got the front edge that it's got a color diamond edge. There's a whole bunch of little diamonds just like the grind of music. If you don't want to push too hard or anything. Much like if you're grinding, you don't want to push it really hard. You've got to let it feed and keep it cool so it'll last longer. And have the that was sound. Have the glass good and lubricated so that it will slide in and out easier. Let me look at. Alright. Mike's done that. Much impressive to ours. I think the safety guard on the other side is rubbing against it. I must be stalling it by pressing too hard. Wasn't pressing this. So the March stay. Come on, buddy. The March stay does work. It's holding this together. It just doesn't look as good when it's dropping into it. I was hoping I could drop them all on there so we could film what's going on with it. Just go from 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, and that was definitely not the case. But this says let me do lines like this that I either fold with, like I just said, or much like those circles that it'd be so hard to do that thing now. I didn't use these again on you. So I'm going to start going inside my line here a little bit.
I don't want to break the tip off. I've seen it happen a lot. I'd rather grind it out. I've had so much trouble with it.
What was causing that? I'll put it later. So, we got the dreaded number 9. This piece has taken up plenty of my life already. Alright. This turned off. Now over there. And back to where it was before. Okay. Not exactly straight, are we? Works for me. So, now I've got all of our pieces roughed in, except for 16, which I need. Let's give it a shot. I saw somebody who, it looked like they were just genuinely using a double sticky paper and just sticking the pieces on there and cutting over top of that. It seemed to work for them very well. Ow, that was a glass shard in my finger. You guys learn. Dude, I just want to use my hands though. Okay. Let's get this back on here. May have to draw up a number 16 after this. All I'm doing is trying to make it so I don't have to grind as much. I definitely have round pieces like this down, but I'm trying to get better at doing the work. Yeah. Already got my safety glasses on. Where's my pedal? Turn it on. Let's put this up just a little bit. So much like that over there, this is also lubricated by water. This tray has about this much water inside of it, and then it has a sponge that runs it up so that the water keeps the everything lubricated, cooled down, makes a better cut. I had a problem last week with this was not getting enough water, so it gave me a rougher edge than I wanted. Okay, that's pretty close. All right. See how these stick together. Okay. Or 16. They're just rough. I tried to follow the pattern as much as I could. Doesn't mean much, but we will see how it goes together. Okay. Here are the bottom. And these. And you. Let's get 8 in here. Definitely needs to be slimmed down. That also needs to be. Okay. It's kind of like putting a puzzle together, especially since I don't have all of them labeled. Grind that just a little bit. Can I grind that a little bit? And that's in a weird spot. Because it's inside this tight circle, I can't grind it in a traditional way. I use the blade of the bandsaw to grind it a little bit. So you are going to go that way. You're there. I like the color on that. Got a little spur sticking out, another little spur up there. But I wanted to see what it kind of looked like together. See if I like the colors. And I do. These are pretty. Could have to go on a grinding rampage to get these to slide in. Just start working it. But I do like the colors. I like how everything kind of sets up. So, I think I'm gonna call it for today though. I struggled with some things worked out. Yeah, I feel like if I push it much harder, I'm going to cause chaos on this. So tomorrow we'll start grinding and hopefully copper foiling, and then session after that we'll solder this thing. Yeah, I think it's gonna look cool. I want to be able to run it like this, so when it hangs, it'll hang like yay. Put a little bead back here, one maybe right there where that joint comes together. Yeah, that seems like the right place. That way it'll kind of sit like a guitar on a sling. But yeah, got some grinding to do to get everything lined up. Digging on the colors. I think it looks pretty cool. So it'll look great with some light under it. All right, well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Have a good day.